bringing the people behind our food to life.
There's the former lily family, which used to contain altogether lilies, and there's many of those, and onions, the alliums, and also asparagus. And they've been separated out, but I chose to put them back together because I liked the contrast of asparagus and onions. They contrast in a lot of ways. So that's mostly what's in that chapter. Asteraceae is the daisy or sunflower family, and that includes all those difficult, bitter, hard to work with vegetables like artichokes, cardoons, endives, chicories, even lettuce, salsify, scorzonera, burdock. Very, very healthful, important plants, but something of a challenge. The mustard family, Cruciferous family, includes all those. It's not the biggest family, but it has a lot of vegetables in it, and mostly the ones we're told to eat, like broccoli and cauliflower, and of course radishes and turnips and rutabagas and kohlrabi and arugula. There's just scads and scads of vegetables in there. And the interesting thing too is once you look at it, you see the word cole come up a lot. These are all collectively called cole crops, C-O-L-E, and we use cabbage and coleslaw. Kohlrabi is a cole crop. It's a cabbage and a turnip cross, rab being the word for turnip. So colza is an oil made from a mustard. As you start to pay attention to that, you see, oh, okay, that gives you, colcannon is that Irish dish of cabbage and potatoes. You begin to see how the words as well as flavors and textures and vegetables and families crop up as related. The mint family is a family of herbs that we don't usually think of as being related to mint. It includes rosemary and sage and thyme and hyssop and anise hyssop and very fragrant leaves, plants with square stems. There are common herbs, marjoram, oregano, they're savory, winter and summer savory. It's a very diverse family of tastes. The cucurbits, the sensual family, that's the squashes, the gourds, the pumpkins, the melons. I didn't do a lot with melons because they tend to be sweet, and I've done a dessert book and I just wanted this to be more the savory realm. But they are vegetable fruits, and I absolutely love the winter squashes. They're just so gorgeous. And so there's, bits about winter squash and summer squash here. The grass family is what produces true grains and also bamboo shoots. But that would cover lots of grains, rice and wheats and old wheats and new wheats and rye and barley and all that. Those are true grains. And they usually get paired with the legumes, the peas, the pulses. And I've often been asked to write the articles on beans and grains, like that's the realm for the vegetarian. Everyone else finds them not so interesting, but now they do, especially legumes that people are excited about, especially the heirlooms and so forth. I put fresh beans and peas in with dried ones, which is not normally done in cookbooks. Usually the fresh examples are called vegetables and the dried are called beans, but they're the same plant, so they're together here. I hope people will come away from this book just excited. We don't need to know this about families. We mostly don't know it now, and we just go to the market and we buy things and cook them and we're happy and we get excited sometimes by a new vegetable or a good taste. So it's not necessary to know this, but it's a lot of fun to know it. That's my feeling about it. It's just fun to know what makes our world hold together, and it gives us a tool. We can suddenly look down at a plant and say, oh, I think that must be in such and such a family. I recognize that flower or the shape of the leaf. Doesn't mean you're necessarily going to pick it and eat it, but it does bring our world into focus and in a new way. And I think that that's always a pleasure when your world gets clarified a bit.